This is the lesson about structural organization of animals. So in this chapter, we will discuss in detail about two animals. One is an invertebrate, that is leech. Other one is rabbit. Okay. So to begin with, we will discuss with leech. So this is the Indian cattle leech, and its scientific name is Hirudinaria granulosa. Okay. Hirudinaria granulosa. Okay. Little difficult to pronounce, and spelling also you'll have to learn it. Okay. Please repeat it twice, thrice, so that you will get its pronunciation also. So its scientific name of this Indian cattle leech is Hirudinaria granulosa, and it belongs to the phylum Annelida. And annelids are metamerically segmented worms with well-developed organ systems. Okay, annelids are having segmented body. Segmented, you must be knowing it, that is, body is divided into number of compartments or divisions, and particularly why it is here called metamerically segmented means it refers to in all these segments at regular intervals. Okay, organs are repeated, same set of organs are repeated at regular intervals in this segmented body. So such a segmented body is called metamerically segmented. So this is the characteristic feature of this annelids. So having this body which is metamerically segmented. Okay, and this is the classification or this taxonomic position of this Indian cattle leech or this Hirudinaria granulosa. It belongs to the phylum Annelida, class Hirudinea, order Gnathobdelida, that is G is silent here, and genus is Hirudinaria, and species is granulosa. So while writing the scientific name of animals, we should remember that it should be written in italic, and this first letter, this first part of this scientific name, it refers to genus name, and the second part is species name. So genus name should start with the capital letter, but species name, it should compulsorily start with small letter only, with space you'll have to write. Okay, these are the two parts, genus and species name of this Indian cattle leech. We shall move on to the habit and habitat of leeches. So leeches, they are found in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. And they live in freshwater ponds, lakes, swamps and slow streams. And they are ectoparasitic. Okay. Parasites, you must be knowing that is an organism depending on another living organism which is called a host. Okay, so the organism depending on a living host is called a parasite. They cannot have their own survival, they cannot lead an independent life, they always depend on the host organism. And particularly this is called ectoparasite because ectoparasites, they live outside the body of the host. Okay, so they depend on the host for their survival, that is food. Okay, particularly this leech, it depends on its host organism for its food. So it feeds on blood of fishes, frogs, cattle and human, and that is why it is said to be sanguivorous or blood sucking in nature. So the habit of feeding blood is called sanguivorous. Okay, so we shall move on to the next one. This is about the external morphology of leech, and we'll discuss about the shape and size. The body of leech is soft, vermiform, that is a worm-like body, having a body appears like a worm. So vermiform, that is usually cylindrical, elongated and segmented. Though it appears cylindrical when contracted, when it is stretched, when the body is stretched, it becomes ribbon shaped. It appears like ribbon like structure. And leeches may grow to a length of 35 centimeter. Okay, so we shall discuss now about coloration. So it shows two different colors on the dorsal surface. It is olive green. Dorsal refers to the top portion, and the bottom is called ventral. Okay, this is the topmost portion, and this is the lower part. So this is the upper side. Upper side is called dorsal side, lower side is called ventral side. So dorsally it appears olive green, but ventrally it appears orange yellow or orange red in color. And segmentation, as I said already, segments are metamerically segmented. So body of leech is metamerically divided into 33 segments. On the whole, the body of leech has 33 segments. Usually the number of the segments It varies in other organisms, but in leech it is fixed, that is, it is constant 33 segments are present in the body of leech. The segments are arranged one behind the other. Each segment is further superficially subdivided into rings, which are also called annuli. Okay, I told already body is divided into number of segments, and further each segment is superficially means only on the topmost level. Okay, only superficially it is subdivided into, so that is that division, it will not go inside, deep inside the body, so that is called superficially subdivided into many rings. So each segment in the body of leech has number of ring-like structures, which are also called annuli. Annulus is singular, annuli is plural. Apart from it, a temporary clitellum is formed on segments between 9 and 11. So the segment starting from 9, 10 and 11 has a thickening which is called clitellum. So this thickened part on the body of the leech on the segments starting from 9 to 11 is called clitellum. Why clitellum is present here? It is meant for producing a cocoon during the breeding season. Okay, breeding season, it refers to at the time of reproducing. Okay, reproducing their young ones. So this cocoon is formed. It is a case or a covering that is formed around the body. So it is to deposit the eggs. Okay, eggs during the breeding season. So clitellum is present in the body of the leech for this purpose. Okay, the formation of cocoon. And apart from it, the body of the leech also has receptors. Receptors are the sense organs. So they are present on the dorsal side of the first 5 segments. So the first 5 segments on the dorsal side, there are 5 pairs of eyes present. So there are 5 pairs of eyes present on the first 5 segments on the dorsal side. So this is the first type of receptor, eyes. Okay, 5 pairs of eyes. Apart from it, each segment bears a number of sensory projections which are called receptors. Okay, there are sensory projections which are called receptors. And again, this kind of receptors are divided into 2, annular receptors and also segmental receptors. Annular receptors, it refers to the receptors which are present on the each annulus of the segment. Okay, so already I told each segment is superficially divided into number of annuli. So on each annulus, these annular receptors are present. So you can easily remember annular receptors. It refers to receptors present on each annulus. At the same time, there are another kind of receptors which are called segmental receptors. It refers to the receptors present only on the first annulus of each segment. So they are not present on each annulus, only on the first annulus they are present. So such receptors are called segmental receptors. So segmental receptors, you can understand, each segment will have only one receptor, which is called, that is present on the first annulus, which is called segmental receptor. On the other hand, annular receptors, it refer to this receptors present on each annulus of the segment. Okay, so this is the picture. This is to show the external morphology of leech, and this is the dorsal view. As I told, this is the top portion and this is the bottom. Okay, so this is the dorsal view and this is the ventral view. So we shall discuss about the dorsal, what are the structures seen. So from the picture you can understand here, this is called the anterior and posterior side. The body of the leech has suckers. Okay, so these suckers are called anterior sucker and posterior sucker. This anterior sucker, it is also called oral sucker and a posterior sucker. Okay.